Okay, we're back, y'all. Let me get this, butter this up a little bit and get it put in. We're getting in a bind here. I think that's the one I was supposed to use right there. Same width. Mostly gonna be covered by the another whole piece there. Took out of there. Supposed to be laying right here. Get all this crack. All this excess up here off. That's the piece that went right here. Okay, go look at it. This is it. Okay. Put back in here. And I'm scared I'm gonna get shocked. I'm coming so close. I need to go turn these plugs off what I need to do. Definitely need to do that. Put a little bit of that right there. Glue that thing together. If it's not show. I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but I'm putting a piece back in there that chipped out. You can barely even see it now. Put some mastic on it to stick it in there good. You can hardly see it. Straight edge. Shut up, dogs. That was me knocking. Tug, hush. Shut up, Tug. That was me. Oh man, this is so aggravating around this box here. God. So aggravating, man. Can't keep this stuff out here. Man, it's a lot more aggravating than the other tile I put down. I have to deal with this little crappy mess here. Man, it's just driving me nuts. The tile there just don't want to stay straight. Saved my life. Too high. Oh, God, I can't get to this stuff good. I have to call that a good on that. Something don't look right here. Shut up, Tub. Now y'all quit that mess. Shut up. Don't act like you got some sense around here. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna have to just let it go with that, y'all. You see enough, I think, to see where I'm going. I gotta get busy on this stuff and quit pulling this camera, so I'll be back and y'all show you when I get through this wall. Alright? Big R3880 over and out. Alright, YouTube. I'm back. I got this much done. Run into a snag. See, got all that. Man, it was coming a thunderstorm. By the way, this is Big R3880. Yeah, I'll say hello. Hello, YouTube. We are working on a tile project. Here we go. Got all the way down to here and run into a snag. I wanted to put a plug on my back porch. You see what a mess up in there? See that plug right there? I installed that. And there's two switches, double switches. Where they at? There's a double switch right here and a plug right here. And one of them runs the garbage disposal, one of them runs the lights overhead. So I got to get this done. I'm that far along on it. Had to cut a hole in the wall. Had to stuff insulation up in there too, because them guys left some insulation. I got to hang a sheetrock for me. The place missing there, I don't know where they took it out or I left it out or what, but it was missing. You can't see it, but I got it stuffed up in that hole. In there, right in there. Yeah, gotta put one more piece right in here before I put that box in. Fill that in. Wire nuts, you see, that's just the grounds I got tied. The other wires there, I soldered them together and put heat shrink on them. Right there. Hey, you got to be a jack of all trades to live out here in the country. I can't afford to hire an electrician to come in here and do this. It cost me probably $500. I don't have to anyhow. I know how to do it. I know you're not supposed to splice wires, all you electricians out there, you know. But I soldered those wires together, put heat shrink on them. They tough as nails. You can't pull them apart. I tried. And a lot of that you see right there is going to be cut off when I get the actual plugs put in. But thought I'd show you where we at and what I'm up against. And set you up right here. You watch me put that other insulation in and install this box. That's right where I'm at right now. Gotta put the insulation in and install the box. First I gotta put a little caulking. That's all I can do to trip over that damn stand. Caulking gun there. I want to make sure all this is airtight and bug tight. And I forgot to caulk these other ones that I didn't punch out. They got a little crack all the way around them. No bugs. We already got a problem with ants getting in here somehow or another. They was coming on that window sill right there. I fixed that, and they was coming in another tiny little crack. I mean, it was tiny little crack over there. Fixed that. Just the other day, they was coming in another little old place. These fire ants is just terrible around this place where we live here. I'm gonna caulk these little tiny little cracks up around these other holes in the box where you punch them out, you know. You bring your wires in, or you electricians know, your handyman. These things come with holes in them that you can punch out. Well, they 6. I didn't punch 4. 3 on top, 1 on the bottom. So I got that. Y'all watching. The camera ain't bad about this going out. I don't know why. It'll just quit on me. Okay, it's got that. Let's see. I found my hammer. Get this box put in. Well, I'm going to stuff this insulation in there first. This is some itchy stuff right here. No insulation. Ooh, I hate it. I used to have to work in it. I mean, I worked in it for years. Drywalling, there's a wire that I didn't get in there. Ground wire. Oh, this is aggravating. All this mess. Hey, y'all can see the confusion here. See, I got the wires marked. Yeah. Man, it's pretty complicated setup right there. Run all what I've got running off of there. Double switch. Still see a little hole over here in this box shining. Light. I don't think it's really a hole. It's just where the caulking I put outside turned. You'll see through right there. It's amazing how hard it is to get this mess caulked up. Golly, see, I really don't think it's nothing but light shining through that other turned clear, what I thought, but this right here I put on morning ain't turned clear. Ain't had time to dry though. This is aggravating. Nasty mess, y'all. Pack some more of this in this hole. I don't want to pull that other down. I want to keep this hole full with insulation. Didn't have none in it. Man, there was wind coming in. Air coming in like crazy right here around this plug. That's another reason I took it out. I wanted to see what was going on. Plus, it was up too high. I put it at the level of switches, but it didn't need to be at the level of plugs. So, and I needed to put that plug in the porch in here, so I just, can y'all see? I just eliminated it and started over with a new box. Oh, that was a job, boy. I spent several hours getting that to this shape. It was a nightmare. I had to cut that box out. Had to cut the old box out with my drywall router. Only way I could get it out. Okay. Gotta do some wire stuff in there. We got a caulk that's not there, son. Mark. Got it marked there where I'm going to put it. Oh, come on now. Come on, box. There we go. Up. No. It's going to be a lot easier if I get to move that camera around. It's going to be a lot easier if I wait and put my boxes on. I've been over here until my back is just killing me. I think I'll take that back off. My plan was, got my mind off on this camera. I just don't know how hard it is to make these films, edit them and everything. Soldering gun, where I soldered wires together, would be cool by now. Yeah. Got my mind on camera instead of my work and made a mistake in there. Come on, man. There we go. Big deal. Straighten the nail up. Do it again. Correctly. Now see, I can pull that thing out here a little bit like this and set in my chair, hopefully, and wire this. So you see all this mess here, I got the wire, so I'm gonna let y'all go for a little while and wire it up, and then I'll come back, because there ain't no telling y'all how to do that. I went years practicing and being working with electricians, watching them, asking questions, but your common plug, it's easy, just one hot wire, one ground, and one earth. But this is complicated. Maybe I can show y'all later how to do a plug or something, but I don't need to be showing you that really, because I'm not a professional. But you know, I can do my own. I've done this, practically done this whole, well, I did do this whole addition, and the addition on the other end, the garage, and there was some pretty complicated wiring too, I tell you. You can see it. All these boxes I got put in here, plenty of them, but I wasn't gonna be without some boxes. Yeah, I got them over here on these walls here too. One up there for the TV. There's a triple switch I put in right there. I gotta do a little work on it too, because I want to wire it to where it turns these. This switch out here, I want to wire it to where that switch right there turns these lights on. Can't turn them on for you right now. Well, I got the power off. Alright, I'm gonna go get busy. I got to get this done. 3880, over and out. Well, guys, battery died. Man, it's just, every time I get this thing out, it's either the battery or the card. It ain't the card lately, because I got me a 32 put on there, but I need even more than that. But, and I was telling y'all before it went out, I got it down to there. Well, instead of putting sheetrock in that hole, I'm going to put plywood, 1/2 inch plywood, because I'm going to tile over it anyhow. I don't have any 1/2 inch plywood handy. I think I got some, sheetrock. It don't need finishing, so I'm going to just put plywood in it. So that's what I got to do next. So, we'll get back with y'all. When I get back the plywood in, box in, then we'll be laying some more tile. Alright, 3880. Alright, YouTube. We're back. Well, next day, we got a lot done here. Everything sure looks different. Let me show y'all. See that terrible mess I had right there now. Then got the tile put on it. Got to put plywood right in it. Was in that hole. Got power working, lights. Got my outside plug done. And I got this whole section tiled. I'm going to start on this one right here now. I don't know whether I told y'all or not, but I will now. This is the tools you're going to need. Small trowel. Get in smaller places. This is a 6x6, and I like this 5/16 notch for mastic. Some people use this 1/4 inch. I just think that's too much for this little small subway tile mats. See, we're using mats, and you just don't need all that mastic. You need that small trowel, and then you need another. You don't have to have two, but it's real handy because that one won't get into a lot of places. This one is a little bit bigger, but this one you can cover the big area. See, and trowel them. It's 5/16 too. That's all I recommend for doing. But I was a drywall man, see, for 30 years. That's something else too. You have to keep this your tubes washed. I think at least every 20 minutes or so. That mastic will get hard on there, and you can't get it off and mess you up. Stuff, notches has got to stay clean. They won't. And what it does, see, is it levels it out. You pile it up on there. I like to do it with my knife because I was a drywall man. I pile it up on there how much you want to. Just a good coat, 1/4 inch thick. But then, see, when you drag these teeth across it, it levels it all out to 5/16 deep then. No matter how much you put on it, get a good bit of pressure in about 30-degree angle. About like that. Dry it in push kind of hard. It'll just pull it all down to 5/16. That's what you want. And I like to have a pan, drywall pan, to keep your trash and wet napkins. You need to keep your wet napkins with you, because you want to, all along, you want to get that, if you see any bulging out of the cracks, you can get that. See, I left a little bit on it right there. It's getting hard. So to take that wet napkin and wipe everything down. And I thought I did. I missed a spot right there. Have to scrape it off if you miss it with that wiping. Take that wet napkin though, wipe everything down. You see, I got to go back and grout this yet. That'll be later on. But right now, we're just getting it tiled. So let me get ready, and I'll show y'all again how to start and put some mastic on and everything right there. So. Okay guys, we got a whole mat right here. You see, I'm putting in the matted tile. It's not a mesh, just a new style of mesh. It's strong too. Got just little divots of something that looks like wax, but it's not wax. It's tough. It won't come off. But it's the same as the old mesh. We put it on as a mat like that, and you just don't need a whole lot of mastic. So I'm just using the 5/16, which I believe what most professionals would put this on with. It's a small tile. This is it's just 3 by 1.5, maybe 2. Let's see. And it's 1 7/8 by 3 7/8, so that's 2 by 3. And I'm starting off over here with a half. See, I cut a half and started there with it. And I'm gonna start with the other half right here now on this side. That way I won't have to fill in these little aggravating things here. Already got it done, see. So I'll get my mastic and we'll get going. I'm just wondering, do I need to? I'm gonna just space that out 8 inches in that corner where mastic could go up in there. I mean my grout will go up in there. Some people don't do that. Some people put caulking in that corner. Right. I'm gonna put my grout in that corner. This little stuff here, it shouldn't crack. Now if you're doing a shower, you'd want to do caulking. But like I said, I like using this 5-inch knife, and it's not very expensive. You can get one for about $5 at a Sherwin-Williams store, any paint store, or Lowe's or whatever. It's just a 5-inch taping knife made by Hyde. And you can dip in there in the bucket real easy with that. Ain't near as cumbersome as that trowel trying to put it on with it. Let's see if I can get y'all where you can see what I'm doing. It's hard to get around this camera. Ain't enough light either. Let me get some more light. What do I do with my light? Put some light on the subject. Well, I forgot about not being no light over here. You see that now? That's a little better, but not a whole lot either. What do you gotta do to get light on this thing? That's one hard thing to do, is get lighting right for video. I found that out. Okay, Now, maybe you can see enough to see what I'm doing. Going in here. Now, I put this, I use that 1/8 glue on as a spacer for the bottom. It also keeps mud off of the countertop too. And yeah, I got some newspaper over there too I better put down. I had newspaper on it before, it got pretty nasty and dirty, so I got rid of it. We got Wednesday's paper here. Yeah, you want to leave it at 1/8 off of that, off of the bottom, because you don't want to, if you ever want to replace this, which I am, I'm going to put granite here when we can afford it. That way I won't tear the tile all up getting it out. So you just leave that 1/8 crack at the bottom, matches these. And then I can caulk that up, caulking, and it won't tear it up so bad when I go to take it out. See what I'm doing there though? Just get you about that much on that 5-inch knife. You put it up there and just press in and lay your knife down. Press and move your wrist like that. Press in and push. Press and push at the same time. And I know how because of 30 years of drywalling taught me how. But you can do it. It's not that hard. Just take practice. Just need some practice. Okay, now it's time for the trowel. Mastic stick to this. You let it, keep it scraped off though. If you get any on it, it'll be all right. Okay, now we go with this. See, and that pulls it down to the right depth right there. Keep it about 30-degree angle. You may have to go over it 2 or 3 different times with that 30-degree angle steady. Don't stand it up too much. If you do, you take it all off. There we go, you see. Now you're ready for your mat. You see? I had it zoomed in, but I think I lost that. Okay. I'm going to lay my mat in there now. Oh, it's hard to do this and film it too, because I'm in the way. I'm steady in the way. Get you yeah. You just need to lightly bump it with your fist like that. Just bump it in. Bump it in good. Leave it 1/8 of an inch in the corner. It just matches your 1/8 of an inch in the rest of it. Just like that. Okay. Alright. Ready for this? That one in there. Right at the bottom. Make sure it's down on it everywhere at the bottom. So that will mess you up. Now if you don't get this first one straight, you can't get the other one straight. Hit it. Dogs think somebody's at the door. That's daddy, that's daddy, boys, that's daddy. Ain't nobody at the door. Bump it in. That gets you good and set. This stuff here. God, gummit. I'm gonna pull that out because it's too warped. But there you go. That's how you do it, I'm gonna wash this mastic off my hands. That's what you gotta do. You need to keep you some water with you, some wet cloths. Keep your hands clean, your tools clean as you go. Because it will make a mess if you let it. Make a big mess. Yeah. Move, dog. I got a little, that piece right there is just not just too warped. I broke it. I had to push insulation in with it over there. Use this piece right here. See, I got a little on it. Y'all hush. Good piece right here. Shove it under there so it'll stay there. Once you get it tapped in, it'll stay where you put it in. Check out your end spacing. Make sure you get it right on that first one. Don't want it too wide, don't want it too thin. Want everything matched up by the 1/8. Yeah, right up at the top, I'll take my knife and get this extra mastic off because it will be dried too much by the time I get back to that top. I got to cut it. So you don't want mastic sitting up there drying. So you have to wipe that back off. Put some more on there later when you start putting them cut pieces in, see. For now though, you just take that out of there. Now we have it to a box that's got to be cut. I'm going to show y'all how I do that. I don't know how some professionals does it. I don't know. I like to think I'm professional tile. I haven't done it for a living, but I've done a whole lot of it here in my house. But when I need to measure, I measure, but when I'm mostly show you, I mostly just take my piece and back y'all out just a little bit here. Ain't got no foot room. Zoom in a little bit. I don't know why in the world that light ain't working better. It looks like plenty of the light to me. It's just as bright as it can be, but cords in a way. Okay, well, what I do is I take my mat, set it in there, and you gotta have it right. See, that is backwards. And like I told you, you want to get these off right here. I got that one off earlier. But this upside down, so you got to turn it this way because you want this to fit this notch. So get it down. Put it in there like it's supposed to go. Get your cracks just right. Drop it down like this. Mark the back of it. Right where you need to cut it. That one don't need cutting. Boy, lucky on that. Lucky. You don't have to cut but 2 tiles. Straight across. Yeah, real lucky on that. And now what I do, see, once I get it like that, I transfer that mark to the edge and then on the other side, and I go out and cut it. So let me go do that. All you do is, I can't hold it up in and mark it too, but you just transfer this with your pen to the edge where you can see it, and then transfer it over here and mark it. And then go out to my tile saw and saw it. Alright, I'll be back with y'all. Okay guys. You see this mark there and there. That's the only two cuts I gotta do. I'm lucky they hit right on these. Looked out on them. Okay, let's go saw them. Take y'all with me out here. It's hot outside today, buddy. It's about 98 degrees out here on this porch. Very hot day. One of our hottest, I think it is the hottest of the summer so far. 98 supposed to be. Okay, can y'all see that now? I'm going to crank it on in there. Zoom you on in there a little bit. Hard to see because of the shadows. Okay, I'll plug her up and get it cut. Minty, water just goes everywhere, but you gotta have that water keep your blade cool so it don't wear the blade out. Yeah, take it back in here and install her now. Gotta dry it off first. Take y'all back with me. Get in all this heat. Come on, Bella. Oh, I feel so much better in here. Well, it's 74 in here. 98 out there. World of difference. World of difference. Okay. I got to dry this off over here on my towel. Just hang on. You gotta get the water off of it after you cut it like that. Got to be dry. Mastic won't stick to it or bond to it if it ain't good and dry for you. Not good and dry, but it can't be water standing on it. Just towel it off. Okay. Boom. Puppies. First thing we want to do, y'all back in position. Why in the world that thing, that light is not doing no more good than it's doing. First thing we want to do is make sure it fits like it's supposed to. And it don't, because I hadn't pulled that piece there out yet. I like to cut them out with a knife instead of tearing them. It don't. Y'all move now. Like I told you, that stuff, that's some good stuff. It hangs in there. I'm cutting the wrong one. But, okay. Yeah, I was cutting the wrong one. Something right there. Good thing I caught it before I got it cut completely. See if it fits. Goes under the plug, and that's gonna be a problem. Looks like trying to hit that. It'll work. Yeah, so you go under these. You can't see me. That fits good. So put some mastic on now. Make sure you go under these flanges. That's what they're for. They're going to clamp back down on the drywall and make your plug work right. So get some more mastic. I'm going to move you all over a little bit. This is the worst lighting I've ever had. I got a light shining right on it. Smear more on there with your 5. Well, that's how I do it. Make sure you get plenty up under there too. I can go so much faster with this 5 than I can fooling with that trowel. I smear it out with the trowel, make it all even, but I don't put it on with the trowel. It's just too aggravating. And then you go over with you 5/16, level it all out, one thickness. Do the ends with the end of your trowel. That's why they got it on the end. Catch this one up here, behind there. Okay. I think we're ready. Throw that mat in there. You have to work fast when you're fooling with tile. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. That was a slip. Fooling with tile. Alright. You want to take your backyard back out some now where you can see what I'm doing. You want to take your fist, bump it down, bump around on every tile, bump it down. And make sure you spacing right where it joins the other tile on the ends. So you're joining the ends right here. So you make sure that that's the same thickness as everything else. Alright, now we got a couple of pieces to put back in. Whole piece right there. Bump it in. The thickness, see. That right there told me this one right here got to come up just a little, because that crack was too wide. This end here dropped just a hair more than it should have. Gotta get it all even and right with your eye. The spacing, you know, you can use them spacers, but these is already spaced except for just that end. That end spacing is the only one you got to worry about. And when you cut these, you see, they stay on there. If you watch what you're doing, you leave them on the right side. You already got a spacer, automatic spacer. See how that fit right back in there? Spacer's already there. Bump it in. There went my head. I hate that. That hurt. Tight quarters. Rough on my back.
And these bifocals, I can't see what I'm doing hardly. I'm having, I can't lean my head back enough to make the bifocal work. See this bit, there we go. Alright.
Need one more little sliver right there.
So you want that box to catch the tile, and it's not catching right there.
You're gonna have to have another little slice of tile in there. Let me go get one. I'll be right back.